I graduated from Kharkiv. It's a city that has been heavily bombed. It's almost erased from Earth, like completely. I graduated from Kharkiv Conservatory. In my past, I was a professional violin player. I love this city. I love Kiev. You know, Ukrainians are peaceful. They're minding their own business. They're not touching anyone. We flew to Romania. In Romania, we came to the border. And yes, there were like big organizations that already were taking care of accommodations for women with children and elderly, getting them to hotels, like basically setting up shelters. But it was very obvious that those refugees who were fleeing the country, they were never planning. They didn't plan to flee their beloved country. So there are two types of refugees. One type of refugees, there is thinking, they do their research, they kind of know what currency they'll need, what they'll be needed. This type of refugees they already know some sort of information they have about the programs, in the countries where they're going. This type of massive inflow of people who absolutely never planned to flee their country. They never wanted, they love their country, they actually have everything there. They don't know that their status from being, a dignified citizen of Ukraine changed in a split second to being homeless, refugee with absolutely no money and no knowledge, no language, to the countries where they're going. So on the border, I'm going to actually praise Romanian government. Amazing job. They provide everything, but they do not provide tickets on the buses where those women want to go. They provide free buses to free shelters, or free buses to some, let's say, Romanian capital, Bucharest, but they do not provide buses to Germany, Italy, whatever, Bulgaria, I don't know. This $100 is exactly the price of the ticket to Germany. We meet absolutely every woman with children, or all couples, or people with disabilities, that there's a whole bus of kids with mental disabilities and stuff, and we just give them cash. So they have, there is a huge difference between $0 and 100. It's not, I wouldn't say that's happiness or euphoria. You can't measure hope. You can't measure stuff, but you perceive it when a person completely broken. And there is an old lady with her grandson, and she came and she has no money, and she learned that the ticket to Germany cost 120 euros, and she's just she just dropped on the ground and started crying. It's impossible. It should not be what I say. Sorry, I'm getting emotional. You adjust your entire world, your psychology, your fears, but you just give it to them immediately on the spot without thinking. And most important, do not cry. Once you cry, Ukrainian people start feeling, very sorry about you, and they just tell me, oh, you give us money, but there is others in the line. They're in worse conditions than me. And you look at this person, and they're just don't worry about it. We're going to give them too.